And just like that, I nearly got distracted by a YouTube crashing on another tab that I had here. Crazy night. But hey, welcome everybody. Dadman, Welcome 55 coming to you live on a Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Another late night with friends and Squirrel Streams Extraordinaire. Hey, we don't know what the topics are tonight. I got a few things planned, a few things to share with some of these people, but let me go ahead and bring out my guest for the night. It's the great Mrs. Dadman Walking and Wes Cagle. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Good Elmer Fudd.
There you go. That works. That works. How are y'all tonight?
Doing great. Fantastic. Amazing.
Yep.
Wes is always eager and a man of many, many words, and Mrs. just loves to pile it on. I love you. Hey, I appreciate y'all both again tonight. And how's y'all's week been so far?
Tiring.
Yeah. I know you've been working.
I hear that.
Yeah, it's been tiring.
Yeah. And then we're going to talk about that a little bit with some changes that are coming up to both of our channels in a little bit as the night goes along. We're going to let more people hopefully come in. We got 7 people here already, 6 on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe too. We are back to 711 from 712, so it's okay. But hit that like.
711's though kind of cool.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. No, I was at 710 at one point. I think you went back to 630. So
yeah,
but it's all good.
But it's stuck at 630, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll get you past me. You only need like 81 more left. You will do it at your pace. So.
Oh, I'm so not stressed over it.
Oh, well, I know, but it's still always good to cheer for you. So.
Oh yeah, I mean I'll get there.
Yep. Well, welcome our wonderful lurkers out there. How are y'all tonight? Great to see 9 people here watching, and we'll see how it grows. Yay! But Fallout Dave is here. Yes. Hey, back to you and Squirrel. Yep, exactly. It says hello to both of y'all. And we got Wes Cagle. Hey. How are you, Wes?
What the hell? What the hell is he doing here?
Good I don't Lord.
Know.
They kept saying that guy.
Okay, and then I don't know that Cagle guy comes.
He's the chief nut protector, so how it goes. So, but like we talked about, we're talking about different things with the Mrs. My lineups and changes and stuff. But we touched on a little topic in the back, and not that I want you to say what you're doing, Mrs. Because we know you do watch parties and stuff like that. But oh my God, those type of, I won't say adult cartoons, but Police Academy, Rambo,
adult movies,
right?
We have. I'm kind of looking through. We have Rambo, and there's like 50. How many are there of this? There's like 65 episodes of Rambo.
I didn't realize it ran that long.
That's a long series.
And let's see what other ones are there. Police Academy. Police Academy only has, well, I don't know. Let's see, they have 30 episodes.
Yeah, but I don't think they got a lot of the original voice actors, the original actors like Gutenberg and some of the others, maybe.
Probably not.
It's still.
But this is the one that just totally blew my mind. RoboCop.
Yeah.
RoboCop. There's 12 episodes of that.
Wow.
Now, I know that just because it's animated does not mean that it's for children.
No.
I understand.
Wow.
But still, it's just like, oh, okay, well, let's just make RoboCop and do I just don't, it's just odd to me.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, it aired Saturday mornings. So
there's 2 of them. There's RoboCop Alpha Commando, which is set in the year 2030 and deals with RoboCop being reactivated after 5 years offline. And they
wow, that's really crazy.
And this one, it doesn't say what year this one was, but it says that it shared many of the same writers who contributed to the 1980s animated series.
Oh, interesting.
But it had less in common with the movies or television canon that it was based on.
And hello, Gap After Dark. Welcome in tonight. Good to see you. Get ready to laugh at Wes Cagle.
So
but yeah, I'm like, holy crap! I was like, some of these themes. Now, I believe Star Trek: The Animated Series wasn't that a Saturday morning show also?
Um, I remember watching it on Saturday mornings. I don't remember if that's when it originally aired. I might have been watching because I think it originally aired in the early 70s. So I think I had already started watching it when when I was 5 or 6, and it was already in reruns. So I'm not sure when. I want to say it was a Saturday morning thing originally, but
Yeah, it just was all that. David though brings out a point though. Mortal Kombat about a a brutal game, kill bunch, became a cartoon itself. Yeah, I
yeah,
guess so with a video game. Hmm?
it's just crazy to
I
me.
just
It's
could
just
not remember the Police Academy though. That's kind of the one that threw me over the top with the boobs. Like it was that first Police Academy was a wild movie for me to ever go to for out in the theaters, and
yep.
and then to have it as an animated show, I was like freaked out when I heard that years ago.
Yeah, they were turning a lot. They were turning like back in the mid to late 80s, early 90s. They were turning everything into cartoons. They were trying to market everything, on every front. So it was a weird time.
okay. Okay, now this is one that okay, it's Stan Lee's Stripperella.
What?
Yes, I remember. See, but that might be late 90s. I think.
That I do love what they say. Adult animation.
Yeah.
Stripperella, not Spiderella?
No, Stripperella.
No.
Stripperella's powers include enhanced reflexes and senses, an astonishing intelligence. With her 2000 IQ, she knows almost everything about most of the subjects better than anyone. She has superhuman strength, um, able to hold a large fallen tree above the heads of ungrateful children.
How many episodes did it
She's
run?
jumping extremely high, sexy martial arts, and killer moves.
How many episodes did it run?
13.
Yeah, I remember
That's
up to
one
that.
that you with all
I,
the
I
all
think
the
they're going on my list for my late night cartoon show.
well, see, not even maybe late night. I mean, hey, I tell you what, that's one to tease out for
But
all the
when I
Marvel
say late
people out
night,
there.
I mean I'm not going to do it in the afternoon.
Right,
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
Saturday morning cartoons for
right.
me. It'll be a
Mm.
special. I mean, I'll have my Saturday morning cartoons, which will be, I found
Yeah.
some really cool ones of that
Well,
to
Gap
do.
Adventure confirmed Star Trek animated series premiered on Saturday morning. Specifically, first
Same.
episode aired September 8th, 1973, when I was a big
Cool.
whopping 3 years old.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was only 4.
Oh, God. That's actually crazy. Somebody that's actually a little bit older than me that's not the missus. That's hilarious.
I'm a lot older than you, but
I know. Cradle robber. But yeah, West love it.
I have to
But
get them
yeah,
where I can train them.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I was much more trainable earlier on. I've gotten a little more jaded and worldly as I've gotten older and a little cranky. Sometimes got to be reminded of my place, but it's all good. But
I, you know.
yeah, oh, but so Mrs. Any other surprise shows in the titles that you've listened? I mean, like Rambo. I mean,
Well,
like
for the like I kind of said the more the ones I would put for like a kind of a to me they're odd ones that were I don't think Stripperella was ever uh, marketed for kids, but
No.
some of the other ones that um, that they just don't seem appropriate for
Hmm.
kids, just what they are. But then I found some really old some there's some on this site that I'm looking at. I can't. I have to be careful. Well, no, but let me rephrase that. Something is screwed up with my um, digital stuff, and I think it was an update from our wonderful Microsoft people, And so I can't. I'm putting the files on a thumb drive, and then they quote disappear, which I think they just kind of get hidden or not recognized or something. I'm not sure what's going on. So I have to find all my stuff now totally online. So it's like I've been looking at that, trying to make sure I have stuff so I can do my shows.
Mm.
Uh,
It could be the drive itself. I once this is going back, I don't know, 6 years,
it's
7 years
every
maybe.
drive that I own.
Oh, okay, all
No,
right.
it's not
Because
just one. If it was just one, I would have thought that. But I have done multiple drives. I will have something on one thumb drive, and I was kind of moving them over to another because I had a bunch of cartoons on a drive, and I wanted to move them to another drive that was just cartoons. I move them over. Now I could play them on the original drive. They were there and everything. I would move them over, and they would, if I put them in a file, they'd either disappear, literally disappear, or they would be corrupted. But I could still play them on the other one. I tried copying them. I tried everything. So, hey, Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. How
So
are you
I
tonight?
don't, so I don't know what's going on. So maybe I don't know. It
Suzanne,
is
it's so
what it
good to
is.
see you tonight. Thank you for coming by. Fallout Dave does say he could probably fix it, but not sure he could do it remotely. Be a lot of questions and testing and screenshots.
Hey, I will. Whenever one day we will do that.
Yeah, because it's really been a lot of very frustrating situation,
I've literally
especially since
spent.
you've had to be
I
with
have
mom
literally
remotely.
spent 24 hours, not at one time, but 24 hours at least. At least that's me being very conservative.
Mm-hmm. All
Putting
right.
stuff on drives and then it disappearing and then trying to figure it out.
Mm.
Yeah, that's got to be insane. Seeing it's like your work disappearing.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally, I would put stuff on the drive, and what the frustrating part was is that it was all good before,
Mm-hmm.
and I was using it, and then it's now I can't use it, and I've got a show coming up, and I got to find stuff. So that's kind of what. Ugh, it sucks, man.
Yeah.
But and I sound really sexy tonight. My throat is like really kind of.
That's that. Wow. That's
No, I just
didn't,
noticed
did,
with the way I was talking, it's like, oh, I kind of got a little sexy voice here today.
that is funny. It's like
Sorry.
man, that I love it. I love the attitude. I love the spirit. It's like, dang it, you just like, hey, I'm sexy. Well, I was talking about that on our Fortnite stream earlier. How everybody did. Fallout Dave was there for my sexiness and
Oh, God.
wonderful charm. Yes, it is Mrs. with us. Yes, we have Mrs. and West Cagle with us.
Hello.
So Dave says it. Yeah, stick around. We've got a few updates coming up in a few minutes. I'm actually going to talk about one in just a second. Could be simple as setting in Windows Explorer. But that's where the process tracking it down starts. Well, no, we will leave the stream to Wes because Wes has experience in running other people's stream yards for like 24 hours.
Well, Gap. Honestly, when I leave the stream, I'm going to bed because I got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. Oh, and Suzanne recognized your pretty voice.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit for right now because see, this is going to be. I'm actually going to be doing some different stuff in the summer. Actually, also, Mrs. is planning on trying to realign some of her stream times and sort of look into different options. But what I am going to refocus some efforts an earlier day between work, between life. As Mrs. mentioned, she's been watching my mom, stay with my mom in the day every Thursday for a long time. So she's had to really try to get some sleep on Wednesday night. So what we're going to do coming up in the next few weeks is after we go to June, we get through June, there'll be a lot of random streams. But starting the second week in July, there'll be some similar stuff and some new stuff. I'll be continuing with Jess on Monday nights with Fortnite, but on Monday nights. I'll see on Monday nights. On Tuesday nights, JT Kirk and I are going back to our sports, gearing up towards football in the fall. Uh, Thursdays could be open between chilling with or random guests I have. But the new show that I'm going to mention right now is starting on the 16th on a Wednesday night at 8 p.m. It will be Wednesdays with West. Yes, just me and Wes Cagle earlier in the evening, just sitting down. Yes, applaud, Mrs. Yes. So, I mean, Wes, like, dude, I mean, your name's even in the title. How do you feel with the new show coming up?
Oh yeah, sounds cool. Sounds cool. I always have a good time on with you guys. So it should be interesting. Should be interesting. So long as we've had in recent streams, we've had on my end issues with the internet, on your end issues with the internet. So you never know what's gonna happen.
Just tune in for the train wreck. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. So that's a little bit what's coming back on my side. What? Are you okay?
One of our favorite shows is here.
What is?
Fluffy Bunny.
The Secret Show! Yes. He whose name should be changed daily. Yes.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna
see if the quality looks decent.
By the way, let's say hi to Joseph. Oh man, cometh. Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Oh, Sashi's on your butt, Mrs. 6 in the morning. Why are you slacking?
Because I'm a slacker. Because I'm not Asian, Sashi. That's what it is.
Why you no doctor yet? Every Asian parent saying to their 3-year-old, "Why you no doctor yet?"
Yeah, exactly. Sashi, we probably will. JT's a little more up on world football than I am, but we will try to definitely take that into consideration when we talk. Part of our focus is to get ready for football in the fall, which is going to come back with a new bent and broader interest, not just Southeastern Conference football, but we're going to talk a little more nationally this year with JT. So, but yes, we definitely, but if we do, you got to be here. We need input from the chat on those events. I'm willing to learn. So, hey, I'm willing to learn world football. So, are you going to have Porta Potty Weekly Show where you stream from Porta Potty? No, the Porta Potty's gone out front. The Porta Potty's gone out front. But we're having to between work demands and life demands with both of us in the next couple months, and specifically with the missus and her mom, trying to see her, dealing with my mom. We're kind of moving some stuff around to see what can work best for all of us and still be around for everybody. So, and of course, West, is really a loyal guy and has done great with us coming through here. And I look forward to our Wednesday nights together, hanging out. I'm sure, Wes, what we'll do is probably sort of a modified squirrel stream with, we just unscript it and we just let use the force,
Yep.
I think those sometimes are the best ones.
Yes, exactly. And Mrs., do you want to say anything a little bit more about what you're thinking right now? You don't have to. I know a lot of this
I'm probably I want to do some more evening streams. Trying to figure out what will work. I am not. Well, I'm just going to say I don't want to do like a talk show or something like that. I'm not really good at reaching out to people to coordinate and all that stuff. It's just not in my wheelhouse.
I can be a producer. That's why you have a producer.
And you see how I just ignored that, guys?
You did good. Yes. 30 years of practice.
But I'm not sure what I want to do something. I'm thinking I might do a late night cartoon. When I say late night cartoon, I mean it's not going to be like Saturday, like the morning cartoon show I do on Saturday. It might be like a 7-8 o'clock thing where cartoons that are, I'm not going to say adult, but to me they're just like odd, like the Rambo one and RoboCop, and things like that. I think that would be fun to do. Um, and maybe I don't know. It would be kind of cool to do a stream where um, I bring a someone who does crafting or who has something, and we talk while we're doing it, doing whatever craft we have. Um, but um, but yeah,
Oh,
that's kind of where I'm at. Why did he leave?
it's
He
his
liked you.
computer.
He went away.
His computer just he said in the chat. He said his computer just automatically restarted.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
He kicked
Oh,
off
yeah,
his own
probably
stream.
it probably was, one of those
The
updates. Will
updates.
automatically restart and but
Yep.
I've got some ideas of things I want to do. Um, but I think it'll be fun. I mean, I don't do sports. I don't. I try not to think too much. It hurts my head.
Yeah, yeah.
You,
I
you
get
know,
you.
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
You know what I
yep.
mean, Vern. Um,
Yeah, I get you.
so I'm just kind of I'm going to plan some stuff here. I do want to say I appreciate everybody who does support my channel. I'm actually I might have enough money soon to be able to get a oh God, no, I don't remember what it's called. The was it the thing where you can you can program like little blurbs and things and it makes noises. What's it called?
Oh, yeah.
L
Yarn Witch has that on hers all the time. I see
No,
that.
not the blurbs. No, those are something different. This is
Oh,
actually
okay.
something you program yourself.
Ah, okay,
Um,
okay.
oh God, is it? Oh my gosh. What I want to say is what I don't think it is. And so I'm not. Because yes, I want to get the toilet robot, Sashi. Absolutely.
Well, if you get to have the toilet robot, does that mean Dadman gets his gaming potty chair?
Hey, the toilet robot cleans things. The potty chair is stinky.
Well, you can get the toilet robot to clean the potty chair.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
At least you won't have to
Maybe.
deal with it. And you got to tell
Really.
him, listen, if you're gonna
But
have the gaming potty chair, you got to have your own room then.
I
Somewhere
own
dedicated
house.
for gaming.
He will have the what is it? The man shed.
Yeah,
It
the
won't be a she shed. It would be a he shed. Hey,
outhouse.
Connie, how are you doing?
Oh, God.
Dad man's
It's probably now his computer's probably
oh no,
updating.
Jess, they don't do that. But you have to take and you can tell them you don't want to do the restart and you want to manually do it. But if you don't, it'll say
Yeah.
we'll restart in 24 hours.
Yeah,
Whatever. But yeah.
that nonsense started happening like around Windows 10 or whatever. I that's why I don't like all the new ones. I hate when my computer does anything that I did not tell it to do.
Oh,
So
and see, and that's why I think what has happened with what I'm doing, because this was stuff I was watching before, and I was, uh, organizing stuff and all of that. And the ones that well, if I don't move them, they're okay. I'm afraid to move them, but now that stuff that I have, put on the drive, now it disappears.
yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I that could be a sign that the hard drive is maybe well, you said it's on
no.
multiple any new ones it's having a
It's
problem.
on any drive. I I really because the drive is showing that it's
Mm,
there. If you
mm,
look like the folder, it's got I don't know what you call it, like, it's saying that there's
yeah.
stuff in it.
Yeah, yeah.
But when you go to open it up, there's nothing there.
Huh. Yeah, so there are sometimes when things happen, I'm baffled by the computer. It's almost as if the computer has a mind of its own and decides to do things or it hides things. That I never know. That's why I get very frustrated sometimes. And I'm telling you, if you come down by the house on any given evening, you might see a laptop or a desktop go out the bedroom window. I mean, it just
It's
frustrates me.
frustrating. It's
Yeah.
frustrating.
I'm not good
So
with
I gotta
technology to
wonder if he's
begin
ever
with,
gonna
so
pop back on. But yeah, it's just frustrating. Um, and it's like it's not gonna get any better.
yeah.
It's
Well,
not gonna get
yeah,
any better.
I,
And I don't really like Apple, to be honest with you,
yeah, me either.
either.
I
So
don't.
I don't know. Dadman, it's gonna take a while. Dadman's computer's really old. I found a really neat another cartoon, by the way, guys. I'll tell you, this is what I will air sometime. Shakespeare the Animated Tales.
Hmm. I
And
think
it's
I
just
think I remember that.
and it was in the 93, 90, 93, 94, 95, 6 area.
Hmm.
In the mid 90s, I guess you could say. They don't have all it doesn't have all the episodes, but it just looks really kind of cool.
That reminds me of a series that was I watched it as a kid in the '70s, and it might have even come out in the late '60s. I don't remember because it was already reruns. It was usually on Saturday mornings at some point. It was the adventures the many adventures of Mr. Magoo, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, and they covered stuff they did a Midsummer's Night Dream was one of them. It was always famous tales. They had Robin Hood,
uh-huh.
Treasure Island. A lot of it was really good.
Yes. There was another show and it was on PBS. It had oh gosh,
Liberty's Kids.
no, this one it had a dog. And the
Oh,
dog did
Mr. Peabody or something.
no, 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 no. Oh my gosh. The dog would take and he'd be like they would retell like classic stories. Oh my
Hmm.
God, it's not Wishbones.
Hmm.
Wishbones, I think
I
it was
don't know if I
called.
know that one.
Let me see if they have it over here. Let me go look in my list of movies here, shows that I have here.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know if I remember that one. Oh yeah, Jess said Wishbone. She said she
Yeah,
loved that.
Wishbone. It's not in here,
Oh, Dadman said Wishbone too. Yeah.
they would it would be like The Prince and the Pauper.
Mm-hmm.
And the dog would be the main character as they did it. It was
Yeah.
fantastic. It
Yeah,
was
that's just like Mr. Magoo. Mr. Magoo was always played one of the characters in the thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna look up
Sounds
this up
familiar.
here.
I mean, it sounds similar. I mean,
The Many Adventures. The Many THE. Now I need to look for M. The New Adventures. No. LM. The Mr. Peabody and Sherman Show. That's the new
yeah,
one. So it
yeah, I
probably
remember that.
sucks.
Yeah.
There's not The Many Adventures. But
Let me
there's The
see.
Mummy, the animated series.
Let me see. I'm gonna look that Mr. Magoo one up really quick. It's on my hard drive. I have all of them on my hard drive. So, um, oh god.
Well, at
And of
least your
course,
hard drive didn't.
well, I was gonna say,
Be
sometimes,
careful about moving anything. I'm
yeah,
serious.
no, they have when my hard drive. I've had them go before because I have them all on an
This
external
one,
hard
I
drive.
just bought one a week ago, and it's doing it.
Oh, that's what it is. The famous adventures of Mr. Magoo.
Oh well, let me look under F then, because everything's under
Yep.
and then
Yep. Yeah, they got
okay.
William Tell.
There it is, The
Radar.
Famous
Yep.
Adventures of Mr. Magoo.
Yep. They got
Oh, and they
about they
have
got about
Jim
20
Backus. I
or
love Jim
so.
Backus. Mr. Magoo's Paul Revere, King Arthur, Noah's
Hmm.
Ark, Captain Kidd. Oh my gosh, that was cool.
Yep. Yep. There's
This
some
one
good
has
ones
oh,
on here.
I'll have to
My
see
favorite,
that.
my two favorites were the Treasure Island one and the Robin Hood one.
Yes, I eject every time before I remove it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. My brother keeps telling me, he's like, oh, you don't got to worry about doing I'm like, you know what? No, because every time I've done it without ejecting it, the entire thumbnail gets corrupted. I
Yeah,
gotta
no, I
reformat it.
eject it all the time. I go over to the safely remove hardware and eject media. I
Hmm.
go over there and then I click it, and then I go and I check to make sure if it's still there. I wait, and then I make sure that it's ejected, and then I remove it.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah, I do that. Another, have you ever heard of Horrible Histories?
Yeah, yeah. That's a
Oh my
BBC
gosh.
production, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, that was BBC.
Yeah.
They have an animated series and they have a live action.
Yeah. So you know what? I used to have a whole ton of the episodes of the Horrible Histories on one of the external hard drives, but uh, it before I could start, because I noticed it was starting to go, and before I could transfer the files, I lost a bunch of folders, and
Yeah,
that was one of them. So that's gone.
yeah, yeah. I'm just to the point now where I'll have it or I won't. I can't. I can't waste. Uh, I don't know. I think if I don't know. I don't know what the problem is.
Hey, at
I
least your
just
computer doesn't randomly shut down on you
well, it did.
unexpectedly.
I bet you had an update and you needed to restart and you
Well,
never
it didn't give me
restarted.
any warnings. It was just like blue screen of death, I thought at one
It
point.
probably gave you a warning, but you weren't paying attention.
Well, you know, the jackwagon does this. I've woken up before to the sign in screen before, so it's rebooting
Yep.
and updating itself on its
Because
own.
it tells you it's going to do that.
Well,
But
Yes,
yeah,
you
the
used to
hell,
be able to disable that feature, and then not anymore. You
yeah,
can't turn that off.
damn Cyberdyne and Terminator's going to take over our world and stuff.
Yep.
It's like, damn,
Well,
control
that's why
computers.
I have a incendiary device sitting next to my hard drives in case that happens. It can automatically free me from the net.
There you go. By the way, hi to Connie. Connie came in, and so did Atwood. Hey,
yes.
uh, no, I've worked with a guy for 20 years that actually used that for a long time. What about Back to the Future animated series? Is that a real one or not?
I think there was one for that. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I don't know if it's here. I'm almost done looking at.
Yeah, because I know Old Man Cometh really likes Back to the Future. You mentioned it earlier that it's one of his favorite movies. So I'm trying to get Twitch back up. I mean, all my stories for tonight are gone. My Where in the USA stories,
Oh god.
they're gone. And I'm like,
Yeah.
crap, I got to somehow reboot them up while we're talking and stuff like that. So it's like, so much for that 90-minute show I planned on, but let's see. All right, so that looks like it's running there. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for keep going and great conversation. I mean, I was able to hear a lot of it going on, and Jess came in too. Hello, Jess. I'll tell the drive you're disappointed in it. I'm disappointed in you, computer. I got one here I should be using instead of you. Get with the program, yeah. And I hope you feel better, Atwood. So what did you PBS had a plush Wishbone. What did you get into Wishbone? Was it just because you're talking about that
We were
particular?
talking about like the famous Adventures of Mr. Magoo.
Yeah,
where
Wishbone is just
he
like it. Yeah.
he does like classics and um he takes one of the main characters. Well, that's like with Wishbone
Yeah.
Right.
with the dog.
No, I tell you, I Wishbone was actually pretty interesting. I thought, but of course, I got into the geography with where in the world is Carmen San Diego.
Yeah, I like that
Love
one.
geography.
Love geography.
know.
Yeah, you had that, and well, what about the Animaniacs with their
Oh my gosh,
Central
they got
song?
Where on Earth is Carmen San Diego.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, speaking of the Animaniac, go ahead. Real
No,
quick, Wes.
go.
No, well, this might take a while. Mrs. So, what is the deal with the Animaniacs 2020?
Ugh.
I do not. I have not. I'm going to say I have not watched any of the shows, but I listened to the opening, and I am pissed off because
Why specifically?
there is, the song "We're the Animaniacs," da, 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 and there's one part that go, "We're the Animaniacs. Dot is cute and yak go yaks. Wacko packs away the snacks. There's baloney in our slacks. We're Animani, totally insane." Okay, so that's the song, right?
Mhm.
Well, they changed it now. It goes with the Animaniacs. Dot has wits and Yakko yaks, and they continue. And I'm like, God darn it! You know what? We always knew that Dot was smart,
Of
but now
course.
they say you can't be cute and be smart. To me, that's what that's saying because we have to now emphasize that she's smart. The
Yeah.
whole thing was that, and I'm cute. I mean, that's
Yep.
what she said all the time.
Yep.
And
Yep.
they
That
had
was
to
her big
take that
play.
out of the title, and it pisses me off. And I don't know if I want to watch the 2020 ones. Oh,
Don't.
Tiny Toon Adventures is good. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted. But
Squirrel.
I'm just like, well, I see it, and so I'm going to look right now for it.
Oh, by the way, she has to go hunt for groceries. So take care.
Oh, see you, Josh.
Yeah, Buddy had mentioned about the Tiny Toons. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't watch the
Um,
new Animaniacs. It's trash.
oh, okay.
It
Oh,
yeah,
man.
they're exactly. It's for modern audiences.
And it just irked me because I'm like, really, people, come on.
Yep.
So I am sad because I
Wow,
like
I know.
the voice actors.
It's actually a reboot that you kind of were excited for until they decide
But
to.
I was actually gonna put it in the rotation of stuff to show after they finish the original Animaniacs, where Dot is cute.
Yes. Yep.
And I just think it's so funny. Whenever I hear that part of the song, I got to say this because in my brain, okay, it says Dot is cute and Yakko yaks, Wacko packs away the snacks. Okay, so I'm always going, oh, what would be terrible if they twisted it around. Dot is cute and Wacko wax.
Oh God. I mean,
Oh,
that'd be probably more for modern audience these days, don't you
yeah.
think?
I'm
Yeah,
surprised
yeah.
they didn't put it in the
Yep. Nope. No,
new one.
it's no, it's not good.
That makes me
It put
sad.
it mars the legacy of the original. Let me put it
Yeah.
that way. I mean, it does not have, at least to my knowledge, because I'm sure they can't put it in there. Minerva Mink's not going to be in there, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah,
and
well, I was kind of
Bernadette
looking at.
Peters is not in. So,
Oh
Oh
God,
yeah.
she's great as Cat.
yep, that was one of my favorite segments whenever Rita and Rump was on, because she
Yeah,
was just amazing.
yes. What
Oh
was
yeah.
your least favorite Animaniacs characters?
I don't know. I don't think I had one I didn't like. I mean, I love, like I said, Rita and Runt and Chicken Boo. I
Ah,
just love
Chicken Boo.
chicken.
I love Chicken
He's
Boo.
a
That was one of my favorites.
chicken.
Beavis and Butthead. Yeah.
Oh
But
God,
yeah, I love that Boo. I love Chicken Boo. I
Chicken
mean, that was
Boo.
he's a
I lo-
giant chicken.
I love the wraparounds that they did. The
Mm.
mime time. I can't remember the
Oh
boy's
yeah,
name
good
where he
idea,
come
bad
out.
idea.
Good idea,
oh
bad
gosh.
idea. Real Wheel of Morality.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Doing a late night squirrel stream with a bunch of friends. Bad idea. Everybody leaving and leaving Wes Cagle to run the stream on his own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
Nope, no, I don't
yeah.
think
I
there was
would
one
say
I
that
didn't.
the ones that I did not like, I guess if I had to pick the one that would be at the bottom of the list,
Hmm.
would be the birds.
Really, you didn't like the Good Feathers?
I did like the Good Feathers, but if
But
I had to rank them,
yeah, I get you.
they would be the bottom.
Okay, okay. Yes. Hello,
Hello,
nurse.
nurse. But yeah,
Polka
for
dot
sure.
again.
We met
Yeah,
Paulson, Ron Paul,
Ron Parson. Yeah.
Ron Paulson.
Yeah.
Is that
He
Yakko?
yes,
Yeah.
and he actually did a voice in one of the Tinkerbell movies.
Mm-hmm.
And we were down in Disney. We got a showing of that because we got tickets to go see that. And he started the show and he goes, "Where are you from?" and he said, and he started doing the state song,
Oh
and it was
God.
like, oh my gosh. He goes,
That was a
Canada. Yeah, he's like, whatever, the word, however he said it. And then he started the song, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I like nearly died. I was like in a little bit of heaven there.
See,
You
and
know,
you say that you're not good at this format. You're doing great, you and Wes. But yeah, I loved it. Go ahead, Wes. Sorry.
he's he's part of the problem why the new one's not that good though. I mean, I don't know him personally. I've never met him, and I don't like to talk ill or even get political about things because that's not what we do here. But he's out there. I mean, as a
Well, I
person.
think that I
So
just think
yeah,
in general it's been fostered
it was
that
true. It's
that
true.
everyone
Yeah,
that that your opinion matters.
yeah,
If you
Oh, old
think
man,
that,
coming to
Pinky and the Brain. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
They even got their own spinoff. They
Yes.
had a whole
yeah.
show for just
Pinky
themselves.
and
Yeah,
the Brain.
yeah,
Pinky
yeah.
and the Brain. One
If
is
you if you had to
Marcus,
pick
the
if you had to
other's
pick one character,
insane. To
if you had to pick
prove
Yeah.
just
one
how they
character from the
work,
whole thing,
they
what would
want
be your
to rule
favorite
the
character?
earth. They're Pinky.
She
They're
hadn't
Pinky
stopped. She's
and the
still going.
Brain, 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 Brain,
We lost the missus.
Brain.
I will say my favorite character is Hello Citrus.
There he
Hello
is.
Fruitcakes, Lemon Pie. Good to see you tonight. I would say mine without doubt is Chicken Boo. There you
Yeah,
go.
that's cool. That's cool.
So, Mrs., what was your favorite? Which was your favorite?
I liked it's so hard. Because um Chicken Boo is up there, Pinky and the Brain. I'm trying to remember them all. I liked the oh gosh, Mindy and what's the dog's name?
Oh, Buttons and Mindy. Yeah.
Buttons and Mindy. Oh my gosh, because but I
Okay, I
felt
love
so
you.
for Buttons. It made me sad. I felt so sad for Buttons all the time because
Yeah.
he's like saving the kid and then he gets in trouble.
Yep.
It's like, oh, um, Slappy Squirrel, and I would say Goodfellas and Squirrels were probably lower down, but I also like the hippos.
Oh, I forgot about the hippos. Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't in
Yeah.
a lot of them, but I like the hippos. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to remember them all. Um, but yeah, poor Buttons. I felt for Buttons.
I
Oh,
get you.
yeah.
I,
But
I
he was
think I
happy,
think two,
though.
I think two of my favorite characters were one of the main three, and it was Wacko because
Oh yeah,
Ringo Starr. I mean,
yeah.
it's awesome. He's just wacky, and I like the Joe Pesci bird, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's just angry all the time.
Oh yes. You want something to eat? What are you saying?
Yeah. Mm.
That's too funny. That,
Um,
that that is a hoot. That is a hoot with that. Let's see. Oh, Lemon Pie's quoting. It's so hard, Mrs. Dadman. Dave agrees. Poor Buttons. Yeah,
4 buttons.
yeah. That was interesting how Pinky and the Brain got their own show
Yep.
with the spinoff.
Well, that's how wildly popular they were on the main one. So.
Mm-hmm.
I was going
And
to
Oh,
look
the,
yeah.
and
and,
see.
and the segments with the main characters were always good because that's where most of the real outside of the songs that Rita sang, because I mean,
Right.
God, Bernadette Peters can
Oh,
sing, but
Bernard
yeah,
Peters' voice. Yeah.
but the great songs always were in the main segment. I mean, that's where you get the countries of the world, the states of America,
Uh-huh.
Yakko's universe. I mean, they're
Yeah.
great. They're
Oh, my
great
favorite.
numbers.
Okay, my favoriteest, most favoriteest uh little segment, most favoriteest is Wacko. Potty emergency! I've got to pee! And he's like in a movie theater, and the bathroom's out of order, and he's like running everywhere trying to find a bathroom.
Yeah.
I love that one. So whenever I have said that in the car, I'm like, potty emergency.
See, that's the argument for the gaming potty chair, man.
See, we
But
do
I
that
mean,
all the time. That's how
okay.
we do stuff on the road and all. We talk cartoon shows, TV shows, and
Oh,
just
okay. Wait, I'm gonna list all who they have. I'm not gonna talk. Okay, they have Yakko, Wacko, and Dot,
Mhm.
And then they have some supporting characters, kind of like with them, are Dr. Otto von Scratch and Sniff, Hello Nurse, Ralph the Guard, Thaddeus Plot's Norita, which was
Hmm.
Plot's successor in the revival. Oh yeah, well that's why we don't like her. Let's see, and I don't know, Niles Neidhart, and then we have Pinky and the Brain,
Yeah.
and then there's the Good Feathers, Slappy and Skippy Squirrel, Rita and Runt, Buttons and Mindy, and I forgot Katie Kaboom. Katie,
Oh
Oh
yes.
yeah.
yes, uh, Minerva Mink,
Yeah.
um, and the Hip Hippos.
Yep. Oh, you know who voiced Minerva Mink, right?
Julie
No.
Brown.
Julie Brown, the homecoming queen, got a gun.
Wait. The downtown Julie Brown or the
No,
other
no,
one?
the one that did the song "The Homecoming Queen Has Got a Gun."
The one that was also an MT.
The
Well,
wacky redhead, yeah.
the wacky redhead. They were both MTVJs, I thought, at one point. But yeah,
She had her own her own segment on MTV called "Just Say Julie" at one point. Yeah.
yeah, I remember that. That was, well, God, we're so old.
And Chicken Boo
But
was
it's a
voiced
Farfig
by
Newton. Farfig Newton.
Oh, yeah.
Chicken Boo was voiced by Frank Welker, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
That is interesting. I know we got a lot of Frank Welker fans around here. So
Frank Welker. When you talk about animated characterizations,
Oh,
everybody
you
says Mel Blanc. Frank Welker probably did more. It's just that Mel Blanc is more famous. People don't realize how much Welker did.
yeah. The mime, you remember the mime time? That was
Yep.
something.
Yep.
Mime time.
now, Old Man Comets asking, what's an Animaniacs a spinoff of Tiny Toons where Animaniacs did the bumpers?
I do not know. I will be totally honest with you.
Well, Tiny Toons did come first. Tiny Toons was first,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it was just something that at the one when Warner had, do they still have the WB on Channel 11 in New York?
Well,
I'm not
let me
sure.
ask.
Bless you.
Oops. Bless
Sorry,
you.
I didn't hit the button quick enough.
That's all right. Yeah, they Warner was Warner Brothers was doing a lot of animation then. If you remember, it was that whole that opening with Bugs Bunny chomping on the carrot, dun 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 dun, and they did the
Mhm.
Batman the animated series, the Justice League.
Yeah.
They were doing a ton of animated series at that time, and I think the Animaniacs just happened to be another one they did. I don't think it was a actual spin-off. I could be wrong. But
Okay,
yeah, no,
what
that
it
was good
says here,
times.
sorry, it says Animaniacs is a TV series that served as a follow up to Tiny Toon Adventures. Characters from Tiny Toons would make occasional cameos on the show, as well as references to it appearing in certain episodes. Since
Mhm.
production on the Tiny Toons television series had ceased production by the time Animaniacs was on the air, characters from Animaniacs only cameoed in the specials, like Tiny Toons Spring Break and Tiny Toons Night Foolery.
There you go.
In 2013, the series aired. This is Animaniacs aired on the Hub until its transition to. Da-da-da-da-da. So,
Mm.
not really.
Yeah, not really a spin-off, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
they were in this obviously the same universe, as they would
Right.
say.
Well, they show some of the things, like if you look at the newsreels for the stars thing that they do,
Mhm.
Hampton is in one of the drawings. And they have like somewhere um, they reference they are referenced in songs. Um,
Mhm.
so there's pictures of them around um, where you see them, but they're not. So that's yeah. They're
Cool.
kind of in bits and spots.
Yep, yep. I thought that Tiny Toons was really a warm-up for what the Animaniacs would be. I think the
Mhm.
Animaniacs show was a better show, but they're both good. I like them both. So,
I think they're they're different.
Well,
I enjoy the Animaniacs better, but I don't necessarily think it's a better show. It's
Yeah.
just it's
but you know what?
to me it's a different
But what
show.
was so good is that adults and kids alike could sit down and watch the shows together. You and your nieces and nephews, and just, I mean, and actually as an adult, it was actually kind of funny. It was witty. It was better than a lot of the live action TV,
Mhm.
and that's what I think really made it one of the great shows, is because it could appeal legitimately to both young and old alike.
True. Now,
Yeah.
which had a better opening theme song? Which do you think was better? They're both really good, but
I don't remember the Tiny Toon theme
oh, we're
song.
tiny, we're toony, we're all a little
Oh,
loony, and in this
okay.
cartoony, we're invading your TV.
I like the Animaniacs better.
I,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am, I'm just, that one's just too
Sugary sweet.
classic. Yes,
Well,
exactly.
because if you, I mean, you see some, I mean, some of the lines in the Animaniacs,
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
know, we're Animaniacs. We got paid for play contracts. I mean, that's just to me, it's hilarious.
Well, even the
Yeah.
Bill Clinton plays the sax for
Bill,
the period. It was like,
Yep.
holy crap! It was very appropriate.
Yeah,
And
that line was different in a lot of different. That was that
They
one line that they changed out all the
they
yeah,
would
time.
at
change that,
times.
and at the end, they go, "We're totally insane," and then they would do something. They would change that line there. Sometimes they'd go like Shirley MacLaine or Who's
Yes,
to Blamey or
Pinky and the Brainy.
Pinky and the Brady. Yeah, whatever they could get to rhyme, or they'd make it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I know this is a wonderful love show, and I tell you, that's what's so great to see. But one that Mrs. talked about was one that our kids grew up on, called The Secret Show. It was a British animated television series by Collingwood O'Hare, commissioned by BBC Worldwide. It premiered September 16th, 2006. And God, it was his greatest show because the spy boss is like, he whose name has to change daily. It was like,
Oh yes, I remember now.
yes, I'm gonna bring up a little.
Where did we what was that on?
I don't know if it was Cartoon Network or what it was, because see,
It's so odd, that.
yeah, it was.
Uh,
I couldn't remember if it was Cartoon Network or where we were able to do it. Because see, here's, and if you're not familiar with it, here is The Secret Show. Nice flat 2-dimensional stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they were terrible spies. And it was only by they were like very Mr. Magooish. By just the luck of the draw, they were able to succeed, not by any kind of skill.
Well, she was a little bit better than him. The guy was just like,
he was really bad.
he was like, and of
Anita
course we got
Knight and Victor Volt.
and we got the professor too, who
Professor.
oh, that's right, it was Professor. Professor was his name.
Mhm.
Like the double name.
I'm gonna have to look that up. There's a website that I get a lot of my old cartoons I can download off of, and I'm gonna have to look and see if it's there.
Send me the link because I'm curious if it's the same one I have.
Yeah, I'll put it in the private.
Yeah.
There's a lot of anime on this.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. There's one that I was thinking of looking at,
Oh,
but the commercials that they share, the
Yeah.
ads. I mean, they won't let you do the ad block, and I'm going okay. And
No ads here. I don't get any ads when I.
well, the one I use, you don't get any ads, but that one, it had some good stuff on it, but you had to. It's yeah. It was nothing I could try to share.
well, let me show you one thing.
The secret show's here.
Yay! All right.
That's the one I use.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
By the way,
I use.
Can you hear me? All right.
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
I had
we're
I had another
ignoring you,
hiccup.
sorry.
I had another hiccup, but here, this was the opening that we were so fluffy bunnies bouncing in the woods.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Granny. Sorry, Granny. We need this time slot for urgent. It's a secret show.
Fluffy Bunny Show.
By the way, Old Man
Sweet
Cummins
little
mentioned,
Grammy.
Go,
Oh, Danger
Fiddler and
Mouse,
Granny, Danger Mouse. Yes, we gotta watch that show. I love the Secret Show. By the way, Oliver Belmonte, greetings and hello. Wild Cowboys of Moo Mesa, Tasmania, Freakazoid, Back to the Future, Conan the Adventurer, Biker Mice from Mars, and Exit Squad were among the guilty pleasures of 90s cartoons watched in your teenage years.
Oh,
Nice.
no, those are some, yeah, Biker Mice. I vaguely remember that
Yeah, I
one.
remember that
Biker
one.
Mice is in here.
I don't remember
Have to look.
Biker Mice. See,
I don't think I ever watched it, but I remember that name.
But welcome in, Oliver. Good to see you tonight. So, yes, I tell you, the Secret Show was so cool, and the change name daily, the leader was so funny.
They do have
can you,
Biker
like,
Mice from
I
Mars.
am pink ladies underwear today, you know, or whatever. It just whatever the dumbest, silliest names that they came up with was, and of course they always laughed when he announced his name.
Yeah. What's he? And he didn't understand why it was funny. What?
What are you laughing about? What are you laughing about? But yes, what a great thing. So hopefully we get to watch that very, very, very soon, Mrs. So, all right. And we've been talking some cartoons, some animated shows. I'm going to change gears just a little bit right now, if you don't mind, so we can, you know. Well, we can keep talking about it then, if you want.
No, I don't care.
Well, we can come, you know, Squirrel Streams, we always come back. Listen, a while back, you know, we always talk about our great place in America called Buc-ee's. Oh, Gargoyles. Mrs., you've got some.
We're going to be watching Gargoyles. We are actually, this Saturday, we are going to be starting, we were watching, Mythic Warrior Guardians of the Legend, which is was like the retelling of mythology, but they were so bad, so just not great. So I'm replacing that with Gargoyles.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, look forward to that.
And
so
I lost all my classic cartoons. That's all of them are gone. All of them.
Yeah,
and I had probably, I don't know, 300 of them, individual cartoons. Betty Boop, Popeye, they're all gone, all of them. So we're not going to be doing the classic cartoons. I'm thinking of we're going to keep doing the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. I'm going to keep doing the Animaniacs. I'm going to add Gargoyles. And hey, Dadman, do a poll.
Okay. All right. Oh, crap. I'm trying to get the screens lined up. All right. What's the poll?
Should my fourth show be Jackie Chan Adventures, American Dragon?
Okay. Hold on.
It's Jake Long, though. You got to get.
I haven't finished it because he told me to stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Show B. Which? Never mind. I gotta phrase it. Which?
You just type. You don't even have to do it. Just type in the things. Mike Tyson Mysteries. I don't know if that one's in here. I have to look.
Okay. All right. Let's go. All right. Now we are here. I don't have Lisa here to heck me. Okay. Which one's the first one?
Jackie Chan Adventures.
Okay.
American Dragon, Jake Long.
That was a Disney one, wasn't it?
Might have been.
I think I remember that from when we stayed down there. Okay, what are the other two?
The Secret Show. Okay. I wanted to do Kablam, but the quality isn't that great. And I was looking to see if this one is here.
Well, Mike Tyson Mysteries.
And Mike Tyson Mysteries. Let's try that one. Let me see how those look.
Mike Tyson Mysteries, really? I think serious.
I want him.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
All right. The poll. Lady Mist is here. Greetings, Lady Mist. How are you tonight? Great to see you as always.
I know what I'm
Whenever we
voting
get to
for
see you.
already.
Oh, I'm going secret show, but I can't vote. I'm locked out of my own poll.
I'll
love the
vote.
I love the secret show, and I would have voted for it, but you put one in there that I can't ignore.
The Mike Tyson Mysteries?
No,
Oh no, really?
no, Jackie Chan.
Yes,
Jackie Chan.
thank
Yeah.
you.
That was an amazing show.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I might lie, Dadman, and not vote for.
Yes. It's funny, my computer chat is way behind my did it stop? No, it's okay, never mind. My computer on the computer YouTube is so far, I mean, we're like 200 chats behind, so
I've had the video of YouTube end up going behind because I mute it, so like I'm listening on StreamYards, so the video gets behind, but the chat always keeps up.
Yeah. I don't see, I mean, it says it's live, but my chat is way behind. Thank God I have my phone and StreamYards here too.
So which one do I want to vote for?
Let me say real quick, Old Man Come and said, I'm glad I have my cartoons on DVD, including the original Scooby-Doo and Flintstones, which is why we are big proponents of getting physical media as much as you can. I mean,
I have a lot of those classic cartoons and things I do have on physical media, but when I do a watch party, the DVDs don't work that great.
Yep.
So I liked putting them on digital. So I took all the time to put them on digital. And the way that they do them is they put them in a block. They don't do each individual one. So you have 3.5 hours of cartoons. So I had to edit each cartoon. So that all took time. So I had them all edited, individual, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed in I've got a ton of things. I've got a 8 terabyte hard drive with all these cartoons on things, and the problem is that I wanted to, how there's always a lot of times these cartoons have an opening little segment, and then you have the theme song, and then the main show. Well, I had a program that would allow you to edit things out, edit things.
Oh yeah.
But I had to run it through a different program first in order to, because I was using this software to edit these things and edit the theme songs out because you don't need it every time. And unfortunately, when I was editing it, the audio all of a sudden was not lining up unless I ran it through this other program first. And once I did that, if I do it on Cosme, there's audio and no video of ones that I've run it through the other program. So unless I have unless I save the raw ones before I edited them, I can't play them on Cosme, a whole bunch of them. It's very, very annoying.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the poll is out there. The poll is going.
And I voted for Secret Show for you.
Okay,
even though
thank
I
you.
really wanted
Which
to vote
show
for
and nobody
Jackie
voted
Chan.
for Secret Show now?
Oh.
I voted for it.
Therefore, seven votes. Jackie Chan and Mike Tyson are tied at 43.
Secret Show still says 0.
No.
Mrs.
No, I voted for it. I clicked on the Secret Show.
You secretly voted for Mike Tyson, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I voted for it.
No, Jake Long, it's like, but hey, no, I know, I'd believe it. But hey, I tell you, all of them are great choices. And like I said, so it's funny how we took a technological breakdown again, folks, as this evening has been really fun. At least Wes Cagel's not throwing his laptop out the window.
Young.
Let's move on to something. We can come back to all this. I know it's over an hour, but maybe tonight might be a special night because folks, like I said earlier, there will be realignments with shows starting in July. This will probably be our last late night squirrel stream for a while. But West and I, we're going to start a new show at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. It's called Wednesdays with West. So it'll be quite an adventure and an experiment in this. But
into the West on Wednesdays.
Yeah, oh God! Now that's a late night show name, West, like the old Art Bell shows.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Mrs., you loved the Art Bell shows, didn't you?
They gave me nightmares because you'd go to sleep with them.
There are new
Oh,
aliens in Washington.
Oh,
and
We
good
I
got
hear
Lord.
all
pictures of
this
it.
shit.
Good
It was
Lord.
like,
You know what gave me what this is squirrel, okay, squirrel.
Squirrel.
What gave me nightmares, I woke up in the middle of the night one time. I must have been 5. And I was going from my bedroom to the bathroom and the TV had been left on. And the bumper for this one show happened to be playing right at the moment I was going by. I don't know if you guys remember this show. I think it was on Channel 11 in New York, WPI, but it was probably all over. It was called Chiller Theater. And it was this creepy claymation animation of this hand coming up, and there was words that were like furry, and this 6-fingered hand would come up, and you would hear chiller, and it would start scared the living crap out of me. I ran back into my room. I never used the bathroom that night. I was traumatized.
Oh, I
I
know.
will
It's
tell
funny.
you what we used to do. We had a TV. We have a TV in our room now, but for a while we didn't, and I was happy because when Dadman goes to sleep, he likes listening to documentaries. He likes talking,
Yes.
hearing the voice.
Yes.
I like listening to nature, rain,
I like
crickets,
that too.
anything like that.
Yeah.
But I can't sleep with the other. Well, I would run in, go to sleep before he got there, and then he would be watching. Probably it's like a Civil War documentary on History Channel or whatever channel it may be. And I'd wake up in the middle of the night with these most horrific dreams because it changed from the Civil War stuff to the atrocities of World War II. And
Or space aliens, maybe. You never know.
these were always the atrocities of World War II. I'm not going to go any more deep, but that was I was dreaming about because I was hearing it, and I said, "You have got to stop doing this. You've got to stop doing this. I cannot deal with this."
Yeah,
So
you know,
the TV died or somewhere, so it came out of our room, and it didn't go back in for a long, long time.
well, I get the listen. I'm with both of you, and I get the documentary things. There are 2 series. One's called Battlefield, and one's
Yes.
called Century of Warfare. Both have great narrators with great British. One's Tim Piggott Smith, and
that guy. He
yeah,
did Battlefield.
yeah, that's it.
Oh,
That's the
that
one. Battlefield's great,
We have that one.
and the other one is I can't remember his name, but he did Century of Warfare. Both great voices, and I sleep all night listening to that.
Yep, I know. Get a great voice. It's like the unauthorized history of the Pacific War. I love that. Those guys are great. The voices are great.
Yep.
Oh, Old Man Kemba said it was a secret vote for the secret show. And here's the new title of the show, Journey to the Center of West Kegel, starting July 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern.
If we make that the title, do I have to do James my whole? Do I have to talk as James Mason the whole time?
I thought you were going to say James Bond, but
Buddy,
James Mason, one of my favorite. I love him.
buddy, I agree. I agree.
Yep.
It's
Well,
just this when we do our horror show movies, it's going to be very interesting.
I know it's going to be crazy. Oh, hey, I'll get plenty of cuddles. But
Here.
speaking of, go ahead, Wes.
No, I wanted this. This is just so you guys get the visual. This is what scared the living heck out of me. Is the bumper for Chiller Theater? I just wanted to show it.
It's going to be painful for Wes.
This was traumatizing. Here, I shared it for you if you want. This is it. This is what I woke up as a 5-year-old to seeing in the middle of the night.
Wow, that is crazy. No, Wow, that is
Okay, that would be very freaky for a
Yeah.
5-year-old.
It freaked me to
wow.
scared me to death.
I imagine the trilogy of terror Tiki doll.
Oh,
Your
I'm
dumb
sure.
parent.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they showed that on Chiller Theater.
I was like, geez, my dad. My mom. I was blamed her, and she's like, "Why are you blaming me? It was your dad and your sister that watched that crap." But all right, well, let's Oliver. I'm going to come back to this in a little bit. I've got this started. We're going to come back to that in just a moment. I want to where we were going a second ago. We all talk about Buc-ee's, the savior of America. Texas moves around the world, around the U.S. Well, there's another place sort of like it, but it's kind of like a discount one. It's called Busy Bee. They do jerky, they do candy, all kind of desserts, all that stuff. They do a little bit different. Definitely not as on steroids. But we were at a Busy Bee recently, and we came across a number of towels and stuff, a part of the gimmick merchandise. I want to run these by y'all and get your reactions here. First one here, bottle of aspirin. When I get a headache, I take 2 aspirins and stay away from children, just like the bottle says.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Good advice.
Exactly. It's crazy with that. Unfortunately, I've got to pull these one at a time because the stupid opening things. I don't know. It's just it's gotten stupid. The computers are all taking over, doing what they want to do these days.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll talk.
No, go ahead. I'm actually going to open them all at once and hopefully get them.
There is an Attack of the Killer Tomatoes
cartoon
Oh,
show?
the cartoon. Yes, I remember that. I do remember that too. Yeah.
It says this
Wow.
series picks up 5 years after the Great Tomato War.
Wow.
Much as the film Return of the Killer Tomatoes did, where tomatoes are banned.
Wow, that's
However,
pretty
this
good,
has
though.
not
Being
stopped
good.
Dr. Putrid T. Gangrene from engaging in his experiments. It
Yeah,
actually had 2
Okay.
seasons, you guys.
It was not. It was not. It was not
What,
good.
really?
It had 2 seasons. It had 2 seasons, Mr. Cagle.
Oh, it still wasn't good.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying it had 2 seasons.
I don't think Wes Cagle liked it. Apparently,
No. Well,
I don't think
Star
most
Trek.
of
Star
them are-
Trek Discovery has like 5 seasons. So
Oh, there is a Back to the Future. There, the series is
yes,
here.
Back to the Future was another one. Yeah.
Yeah,
oh, that's cool.
we'll put that one over here.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry, folks. I'm having to move these things one at a time because.
Oh, there's a
crap.
TV
All right,
show
so,
for you, Dadman. Bananas in Pajamas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's
that was a kid's-
Australian.
Yeah.
Australian kids show.
Yep. I think that was one of the ones my kids watched when they were little. They watched that, Clifford,
Clifford, yes.
Pablo,
Were your kids into Blue's
Pablo,
Clues?
the red fox, the little red fox.
What about
they
Blue's
watched-
Clues? Were they?
They watched Blue's Clues. They like Blue's Clues. Yeah.
We like PBJ Otter, Bear in the Big Blue House. We were like a Disney fan.
Bear was a big one for my girls. Yeah.
Oh, love
Great
Bear in the
song,
Big
great
Blue
song.
House.
And the Wiggles were there, and
The
you had the Doodle
Wiggles
Bops.
were good. The
That's
Doodle
crazy.
Bobs. Oh, the Doodle Bobs were amazing.
From Canada. But hey, I don't care if the glass is half empty or half full. I still need a refill.
Yeah, you know what they say about that saying. The optimist sees the glass as half full. The pessimist sees it as half empty, and the engineer sees it as twice as big as it needs to be.
Yeah.
Damn it, Mark. We'll blame Mark for that. Yeah.
I love that we had one of the last Fortnite ones I did before my the update. I had my own damn it, Mark.
Really?
With you, remember? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
came
came
through the
up
roof.
behind me, and I'm like, shit.
I came
damn
through
it.
the roof. Scared
Like-
the hell out of you.
Hell, you're supposed to land in another building, Wes. Yes, John Ritter voiced Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of great voices. That's another topic we can talk not just about shows, but the actors that have done a lot of these shows that we've lost and stuff. By the way, here's one for you, West. It says, well, goodness gracious, up top. Then the bottom one says, my favorite essential oil is bacon grease.
Everything's better with bacon, even if it's just the grease.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's when you cook breakfast. You cook the bacon first, and the bacon greases the pan so you can cook the eggs. So
Oh yeah,
That's
and
what
you
Mrs. does.
you don't pour out any of the grease because
Nope.
especially if you well, I have fried eggs, so
Buddy, when you have that person at the table who drinks really fast and gets a refill before everyone else, then the waiter never comes back. Is that a family situation? Oh man, I'm like, yes. Like, and then they drink so much the waiter won't return either. You know.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like you're at.
It's funny is every time I've been, and this usually happened to Pizza Hut all the time. I finish my drink. Oh no, I'm only halfway through the drink. And the waiter comes, you want another? I'm like, sure, let me have another one. So now I've got 2 drinks, and they come around. I'm not even finished. I'm just barely finishing the one. I say, all right, fine, I'll have another one. Now it gets to the point in the evening, I've got nothing. All my glasses are empty. I can't find a waiter for nothing.
yeah.
You drink too much. Yeah, they cut you off. But I don't blame you. It's like, hey, I'm helping you out. Let's just save you another trip.
Yeah. I mean, they're right there to refill when I don't need it. When I'm empty, I can't find them.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Well, let's see. This is for the missus. I don't know if we have any other Southern ladies out there right now, but if a Southern woman says, what did you say? She's not asking you to repeat it. She's asking if you're good with Jesus because you're about to meet him.
Okay, we need to read. No. When a Southern woman says, "What'd you say?" You got to do it the right way. It's not like
I can't. Go ahead.
What did you say?
Yeah.
And then if they've got their finger, they got that pointer finger on their chin when they say it. What'd you say? Yeah.
Yeah. They're asking. Are you sure that's what you want to say?
You're going to get that come to Jesus moment.
I don't.
Absolutely.
I don't think you said what you meant to say there.
Yeah.
It's like bless your heart's another one. When you hear bless your heart, it's definitely
bless their heart.
It's it's a warning
9
sign.
times out of 10, it's when a Southern woman says, "Oh, bless their heart," it means what a fucking idiot.
Yes.
What it means.
Yes, Lorraine and I've talked about that a lot, and she's mentioned that on her streams. Yep, absolutely. So, please be advised, due to food cost increases, the 5-second rule has been extended to 10 seconds.
Good Lord.
Hey, listen, I'm not going to lose bacon. What's that, West?
A lot can happen in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know, but damn it, if it's really, really good food, say like bacon or something, you're like, I'm not wasting that. Food is a precious thing to waste.
That's why you got to keep your floors clean.
Exactly. You keep the floors clean, then it should all be good.
You got to eat so much dirt before you die.
All right. Folks, who loves their coffee out there? Who of y'all in the chat love your coffee? Well, come here, you giant cup of beautiful coffee, and lie to me about how much we are going to get done today. That's
no coffee.
Yep.
No. Oh well. Okay. Well,
not for me. Not for me. No coffee.
All right. Well, Mrs. will like this one probably about me. Although I don't drink. Yeah, coffee. There you go. We got a coffee lover out there. Connie laughs at that one. Oh, you like that one? Wait for this one. Warning: alcohol consumption will make you believe you're whispering. I assure you, you're not.
Yes.
And these that was so cool when we stopped there every time.
And it also can make you feel. It also can make you believe you're stronger than you actually are,
That
and
you're
more
a good
and more physically adept than you actually
Oh
that
yeah.
you're a
are.
good dancer and that you're a great singer.
Oh yeah, or you're a great fighter. Yeah, I know. My dad warned me about our family genetics, and I like, nope. It's like it's a liquid heroism, but
And beer muscles. Don't
see,
don't don't believe you have beer muscles.
I prefer cake. I'd like to have my cake and eat it too. I'd also like to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah. Yes. And you can have my cake.
All right, and
How's the poll going?
that's it for
As long as it has
those
buttercream
towels.
frosting.
How's
Yeah,
the poll? Even though I did vote. I did vote for Secret Show.
Yeah,
I
it came
think
up.
it's
I'm
I
trying to go
finally
back
got
and
it. It
check.
finally got its due.
We've got it at 10 votes, 50% Jackie Chan, one Secret Show, one Jake Long, and 3 for Mike Tyson Mysteries.
There you go.
So we've got some votes out there. Yay! Thank y'all for
awesome.
participating. Let me go back. Let's go ahead. Let's take Oliver's question earlier. Okay. I actually said it for you, Mrs. Which Sesame Street character did you like a lot? Bert and Ernie, the Count, Grover, Kermit the Frog, Cookie Monster, Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch, Elmo, or Mr. Snuffleupagus?
The Count.
Oh,
I did a meme. Was it yesterday, the day before? I can't even remember what the topic was. Well, I can't
Mhm.
remember. But it had the count. It goes 0, 0 fucks to give.
oh gosh, yes, that's too funny.
I
Yeah,
like
Connie
the
said.
count.
Connie said, "So true. Used to work in a bar for almost 11 years. Yeah,
Oh, I'm
that
so
happens.
sorry.
Yes. So
Yep.
Wes, which ones do you? Which one would you like? See, I don't even consider Elmo because that was so well after my time, and he's got a white powder problem according to the memes I've seen. But I had a puppet Ernie when I grew up, though. I like Bert and Ernie a lot, but I think if I had to pick one the most, I like it. God, I guess as a kid, it was hard to say. I guess I liked Ernie, but then again, I like Cookie Monster. As I get older, my favorite's Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah.
And just let him be unfiltered. That could make PBS some good money, or whoever makes Sesame Street now. Have the unfiltered Oscar the Grouch go on tour. Have a show like with Oscar the Grouch telling everybody to F off and whatever else.
See, if I have to limit myself to the list here, I'm as a kid, it probably would have been Cookie Monster, but like you said, it changes, and as an adult, it's Oscar the Grouch. Obviously, it's obviously Oscar the Grouch.
Mrs., did you have a change in between the kid and adult?
I liked Oscar the Grouch as a kid, but no, you know what? No, I actually, I liked Oscar, but I always liked the Count. I actually like the Manamana guys the best. But
oh yeah, them and the aliens with the telephone.
yeah,
No.
But the Count, I pretty much it was between the Count and Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah, there's I'm actually, Lemon Pie says, "Don't blame me. I'm trying to."
Yeah, so you know what? I like Oscar the Grouch so much because here in Jersey, and my Jersey friends will back me up on this. We have a Six Flags here in Jersey in Jackson, and it's called, before Six Flags took it over, it was called Great Adventure. So now it's Six Flags Great Adventure. There was an attraction. They had a big stadium where the water show was, and outside of that was this little attraction. When I was a teenager, it was like 19, 18, 19, I think it was, just out of high school. It was called the Salty Dog, and it was a puppet. It was a puppet, and he would come up and he would talk to the audience. but he spent the whole show hurling insults at the crowd.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like the insult dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much like Triumph the insult dog. It was
Yeah.
great. They changed it to where I think people got offended, so they changed him to where he just told stories. I was like, it's not the same anymore.
That's like at Disney when they changed the 50s prime time from putting people that didn't eat vegetables in the corner with dunce caps and stuff like that. And then they did away with all that. Could not hurt.
Yeah.
It was just like a friggin' regular restaurant.
Yeah.
And see, another damn thing that happened with friggin' Disney, I did not realize this till Lorena told me. I guess Kermit and Piggy did split up. What the hell did that ever happen?
Yeah, they
Got into
split
the
up in the
powder.
new Muppet show. The new Muppet show they did.
Screw them and their horse that they rode in on. I'll never friggin' watch it. Why does
But
every
that-
damn
that
couple
new-
have to
that-
break up?
That
You know,
new
we
Muppet show they did, yeah.
Oh, screw them with that shit. You know?
It's Hollywood's confession by projection.
Why does every couple have to break up? We had Han and Leia break up because we got to have Deadbeat Dad and a damn new Mouse trilogy bullshit again. But we got Darth Maul living for frickin' ever. And just
Oh, here we
bullshit
go.
that- I mean,
Here
God,
we go.
can we not
Darth
have
Maul.
can we not friggin' have marriages that stay together? Even if they have bumps and stuff, that they don't break up.
Yeah,
Han
well-
and Leia, hell, break up Luke and Laura from friggin' guiding the damn
From General Hospital.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. I can't even English right now. Damn, I'm so pissed off. That reminded me when I could not friggin' believe it. Yeah, I saw the damn memes about that. I thought they were just funny ass memes. I didn't realize that they were born in truth. Oh my God.
No, you know what? Han and Leia are still together in the real universe.
Exactly.
The books. Han and Leia are
Exactly.
together, and Luke and Jada. They never split up
Yeah.
either. So, I mean,
All right. Yeah, Vader killed his wife, but anyway.
yeah, I know they're not obviously, but they
I
didn't
know.
get divorced. At least
I
they're
know.
not together, but they didn't get divorced. There's till death be apart.
Yeah. Oliver said, I like to learn addition and subtraction for Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster always laid out 6 cookies, and subtraction comes, Cookie Monster eats 1 cookie at a time. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, they
So,
tricked us into learning back then. Bastards.
oh, okay. They introduced a homeless puppet. I replied to PBS when they announced it about Oscar. I think I do remember that one vaguely. But it's just like, what the hell? Why do that? Why break up Piggy and Kermit?
You can't use that phrase. You can't say homeless either. Now it's just unhoused. Now it's
No. All right. Well, let's get to something funny before I lose it again. Everybody making jokes, but we lucky the Swiss never ended world wars. What did they try to make Cookie Monster to a Veggie Monster?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh my God. Oh geez, that's crazy. But yeah, all right. So that was a funny random meme. But hey, today is actually God, I've got all out of
Hey,
whack.
Wes,
because-
did your kids like Little Einsteins?
I think that might have been just
A little bit.
a little bit too late for they were already starting to get a little older, so that was a little too young for them. My brothers, my nieces were watched that a lot. I remember. So
I just was curious.
That's another kid show. Well, see, we can just do all kinds of different shows and stay on topic forever with them. But guess what? Today is still 30 minutes. Unfortunately, every place is closed. It's National Catfish Day.
is that like when you pretend to be somebody else on the internet?
I think so.
Well,
I think
it
he
could
means the
be.
real catfish, right?
It could be, but I think in this case it's fried catfish. So
Pan-fried catfish, one of Trip's from Star Trek Enterprise's favorite dish.
and you don't boil it, broil it, or anything. Bake it. You got to fry catfish,
Pan-fried
especially
catfish.
in a cornmeal breading batter.
Yep, there it is.
It's a certain way. Yeah, I know. I've heard about people experiment. I think it was that Paula Dean was on one of the shows and somebody boiled or baked catfish. It was like, So there's some things you have to do. It's like, but they're from the group have whisker-like barbels near the mouth. They're typically bottom feeders in fresh water, although they can be trained to eat from the surface when farmed.
So YouTubers then, you mean?
Yeah, that too. Well, they can farm or
Bottom
fish for
feeders.
food. Yes.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
good with that.
everybody.
We're laughing. Yes, I remember Old Man Cometh. Yeah, you're allergic to fish. But
Oh,
yes, exactly. And it's a serious allergy. Any type of seafood allergies really, really are bad. And you have to watch it. Yeah.
You gotta have an EpiPen handy for that.
Exactly. How to celebrate. Put catfish on the menu at home, which we didn't do tonight, but that's okay. Many people like grill or oh god, you idiots! Days of the Year did this. Many people like to grill. I just you got to fry catfish. Sorry. And flour breading, no, you use cornmeal. That's anyway. Here's a different kind of dishes with catfish. Pretzel crusted catfish.
No.
The pretzels and the breading bring out a unique salty flavor that works well with the white fish. Okay. Blackened catfish with mango avocado salsa.
Oh, you had me up until avocado.
Okay. I guess you can blacken it. Okay. It's a healthier way to cook catfish instead of frying it, is blackening it on the grill with a healthy fruit salsa that brings out the natural tastiness.
The fruit sauce, all right. Not like anything avocado.
All right. Here's another one. BLT catfish sandwiches.
No.
I love a good BLT.
Oh, wow, Mrs. Well, Mrs., what about this? You can have a whole new lease on life when added to a traditional bacon lettuce tomato sandwich. Serve with mayonnaise or sweet chili sauce.
Just because you put sweet chili sauce on doesn't make it good.
Oh, okay.
And I love
thought I had you.
sweet chili
I know
sauce.
you do. That's why I thought I had you. 12 people hit with us on YouTube. Thank you. Hit that like button, subscribe. We were talking about National Catfish Day. Cajun baked catfish. I've never heard of baking and I don't know who's coming up with this stuff. I've only heard fried catfish, but maybe it's possible.
Me too.
Well, head south for a catfish dinner. Some of the southern restaurants, Jerry's Cat House,
Jerry's Cat House. We went blue here all of a sudden.
I can't English. I told you I can't English tonight. Jerry's Catfish House in Florence, Mississippi.
I choose the cat house instead of the catfish house.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Cat house. All right. We're forgetting the dog houses. Cats get houses now. Johnny's Catfish and Seafood in Shreveport, Louisiana. Mrs., we got to go to this place in Bluntstown next time we go visit your sister. Paramore 2 Restaurant.
Okay.
Huge portions and delicious fresh fish make it worth a visit to this cash only. Ooh, a cash only restaurant. Wow. Exactly. And Catfish Kitchen in Benton, Kentucky. Truly a down-home place, unassuming Southern catfish restaurant lets guests feed the turtles in the back pond. So, order the catfish fried as it is usually served, or call ahead to have it baked in advance. And hello, Small Time Republic. How are you? My dad used to own a catfish restaurant. I'm not a big fan of catfish, but I've learned to eat it the last few weeks when I've taken Mom on Fridays to Golden Corral because she's missed catfish. She loves catfish, and we've been able to get her out of the house after rehab to enjoy some. But yes, what's that? Do you remember that place over in the Panhandle? Is David's Catfish House, I think, that we used to go to at times. So
yeah.
You can join on a National Catfish Day festival. So there's one in Belzoni, Mississippi, where they've been holding the fish festival annually since 1975. There's one in Kingsland, Georgia. Another southern town has been hosting outdoor festival since 1983. Often happens later in the year. We might have to look that one up, Mrs.
Okay.
When somebody says since 1983, folks like us three here, we're like, that's not that. That's actually that's a good ways back now.
I know.
always
I don't try to think about that
Yeah.
because it's like what 32 years ago,
Yeah.
something like that.
No, well, over 40. I graduated in 87.
93.
It's coming up on my 40th anniversary for high
I
school.
guess
You know.
like 93. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I did my math wrong.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. I
No,
don't math. I
no,
don't math good at all.
no. It did what 93 because it's 25, right?
No, 83. We were talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said 93.
Nope,
Okay,
83. Yeah.
then okay.
Oh, you had
So
the math right then. You just misheard. Yeah.
I just misheard. Yeah,
Oh man, Mrs. Can you jump over to my Twitch real quick and mod something out for me?
I will try, but you know
So
how I am with it.
I know it's okay. It's actually easier going in as a mod than as the host because I took one out on your channel much easier than
I just
when
don't
I
remember how to do it.
yeah.
I probably
Just
should
use the
make a
sword.
Twitch account myself. I've
Yeah.
never bothered.
Yeah, Jess says since '83 he is older than me. You youngster. By the way, Jess has a birthday in 2 weeks on the 7th of July, and we are making plans to have a special Fortnite birthday party for Jess.
Oh,
So
cool.
with our duos with Jess. So there are 2,900 different species of catfish found in rivers or coastal waters on all continents on the planet except for Antarctica. Depending on species and location of catfish in the wild could live up to 60 years. And they are prolific breeders. In fact, a single catfish can lay up to 4,000 eggs per pound of body weight each year.
Wow.
And catfish are the 5th most popular fish to be eaten in the United States, farmed in freshwater ponds that are only between 4 and 6 feet in depth. So that is a little bit about catfish. Of course, you catch them out in the river. The channel cats were mud cats, and they're not good to eat, and they're just annoying to eat your bait and have to cut off the line, you know. Oh, Mrs.
What?
Have you ever seen a catfish? No, I didn't realize they could bait a hook.
I know. I was.
Hey, Wes, what do you call a catfish that doesn't want to take the bait?
I don't know.
Standoffish.
Oh God. Wait, I think I got some tomatoes here. Hang on.
Hey, chat, what's the best way to communicate with a catfish? Drop it a line. Well, this is an easy one. What kind of fish chase mice? Catfish, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
What did the catfish say when he posted bail? Hey, Dave, you have no right for that. You have no right for that. What did the catfish say when he posted bail? I'm off the hook. Mandy Dow was a catfish, I bet. Oh my gosh, I got the stare from Lady Mist. That's like the okay. No flowers. I get the raised eyebrow. Okay. Well, they're dad jokes. So 14 of y'all here. Thank y'all for being here. Smash that like button, hit subscribe. Oh gosh. Speaking of that, I do have a couple of quick memes real quick. I do want to get through these real quick because I do want to play another round of Where in the USA before you have to leave, Mrs. Because we got to have fun. All right. So let's see. Unfortunately, it doesn't open the same way. All right, here we go.
Dave called you out.
Hey, yay! All right, Lady Miss is laughing. I'm good with that. Damn it! Hey, I just read this page. I just read the page. So, Simply Steve, yo, hey to squirrel nuts, and hey, love fried catfish, different catfish, and the one that got away. One's a tall tale, and the other's a real deal. Nice. That's cool. Oh, and hello, Job, 19741, just joined Twitch. Thank you. Thank you for being over there on our Twitch side. We're on both sides tonight, on YouTube and on Twitch. We are getting ready to play Where in the USA. We are ending up talking about the good old Catfish Day, which today is. Mrs., have you ever tried catfish? I know there's some things you don't eat.
No, it's too bony for me to deal with.
Ah, okay. Oh, it's old man cometh over there. Hey, old man. Hey, good to see you too. Hey, it's over here. So,
Nice.
all right. Hey, good to see you. Absolutely. Always join both sides. But hey, this one I found and I did for Wes specifically because it's a little bit of a flashback to something a while back. Go noodling for the catfish, they said. It will be fun, they said.
Oh God.
That's a scary channel.
That is creepy. You got the waiter stuck up in that fish's mouth. Oh God.
Oh yeah, you think? Yeah, that's crazy, but it's
That's a big fish too.
It is a big fish. But you want to see a scary fish? It's what happens when you spend a lot of time trying to fish and have too many beers.
Oh,
What do you get when you get 20? Well, I'll just look. 20 beers plus 10 hours fishing catfish.
oh gosh.
That's relevant. That's obviously a Photoshop of the movie Jaws. We just recently had the anniversary for the movie Jaws.
Yes,
So
but you know what? They did not bring it out this weekend or that weekend. They actually bring it out end of July into August, a Fathom event.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it will be in the theaters this year. That's why I wish that Back to the Future comes out this year in the theater again for the 40th anniversary. So exactly. Yeah. All right, I got one more here, and then we'll get into our news stories. So, all right, folks, and let's see. I'm having to do these manually one at a time, so that's kind of the problem I've got. It's a little slower than in the old days, but hey, this is kind of a nice, easy one here. Let's see. Ever seen a catfish?
Har har har. Who's the character on Monsters Inc?
Roz.
Oh God.
I understand the old man cometh, but thank you for the follow over there. Thank you for being over there. That happens to me too. A lot of times I can't watch on Twitch because if I'm in a certain building or something, it will freeze up and it will do weird things. So all right. Well, folks, like I said, for you people we got 15 here. I'll just kind of re-announce what's happening in a few weeks. This will be our last late night show for a while. Life has kind of required our time and attention and sleep and different things that are happening, going on. Mrs. will be doing hopefully more things on Friday nights and other times that are available. So, but never fear. We'll be continuing with our duos with Jess on Monday nights. Sports with JT will be coming out on Tuesdays, and of course Thursdays could be chill chats, or definitely the last Thursdays of the month I'll be hopefully doing my movie reviews with wonderful old Daisy Blossom again. She's such a great person, and we've missed that, but hopefully we can get back to that soon. But on Wednesday nights I will still be broadcasting. Yes, we maybe not at 10 o'clock Eastern, but we will be live at 8 o'clock with what we call, at least for now, Wednesdays with Wes Cagle. Just me and Wes Cagle. So make plans to be there. And Wes like, oh dear God, all the pressure, But hey, all you have to do is show up and look sexy and talk funny. That's all you got to do.
Well, I could do the talking funny, but I could try the, and there's some stuff on Amazon I could cosplay stuff I can buy and try the sexy stuff.
Are you catfishing us?
I might be.
Well, that's too funny. But so, folks, that's what's going on. And hey, we never say never. We can always go. That's how the squirrel stream started in the old days, was just going random at 11 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, and maybe that'll happen still. But Wes and I are going to do something more standard, and we'll still probably squirrel and be very short attention span. And of course, we may say we're only going to go 2 hours and end up with 6 hours, but you never know. how that goes. But one of the things I do want to do, still continue in that show or other shows that we do, where in the USA, folks, where in the USA, a fun thing that we've had a lot of fun with this one. So it's been a great time. So we're going to tribute to our great people and friends in the Midwest tonight. How about that? Shall we do that?
Sure.
All right. Your 3 states. I will give you 3. I will give you a headline, then I will give you 3 states. I need to do it that way. I need to get back to doing the headline and then giving you the states. Okay. All right. Here, I'll give you the headline and 3 states for you to guess which one this happened in. Half-naked woman caught burning stolen American flags at 4:25 a.m. Half-naked woman caught burning stolen American flags at 4:25 a.m. Did this happen in Illinois, Michigan, or Iowa? Not Melbourne. Or Florida. Oh, you might be meaning Florida in this case. The Villages, nice West. All right. Simply Steve already says always Florida. But hey, this case, you don't have a choice. Illinois for Jess, Michigan for JT, and Iowa for our friend Rosetta. That's it. So, Mrs., you can go first. Which state do you think? Half-naked woman caught burning stolen American flags at 4:25 a.m.
I think it's Iowa.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
Because I just can. No.
Okay, that's fine.
No.
That's
I was trying
fine.
to think of something witty,
Okay.
but I can't.
I gotcha. All right. How about you, West?
Well, looking at these choices, I'm thinking if I wanted to lean to Michigan, but if it because if you had said Minnesota, I might have said it instead of Michigan, but I'm leaning more towards Illinois because I mean you've got the right mix of degenerates and lunatic lefties up there, so
Okay.
I say Illinois.
Okay. You say West says Illinois. Mrs. says Iowa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cagle said the Villages, but then changed to Michigan. Simply Steve says Michigan also. Dave says Illinois. Burning the American flag sounds like Chicago.
Yeah, definitely Illinois. Yep.
Lady Miss says Iowa, though. And Connie says Iowa also. Simply Steve said too much corn, perhaps. But all right. So any other answers? We still got 9 of y'all here with us, so feel free to put your answers in. Half-naked woman caught burning stolen American flags at 4:25 a.m. Did this happen?
If it was a completely nude woman, I would have said Illinois. But
Okay.
because it was just a half naked, that's why I said
Which half?
probably the top half.
Probably the top. Yeah.
Probably. Well, we got 4 answers from the chat out there, so that's good. All right,
matters
folks.
though. It matters which half, because if it was top half, I'd say Illinois. If it was bottom half, I'd say Michigan.
All right. Well, I'll leave it up just to get in case anybody has a last second answer, because sometimes they come in under the gun. All right. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half-naked Iowa woman.
Oh, God.
I
The whole
told
place
you.
I didn't even think of.
21. She's 21. Caught burning stolen American flags at 4:25 a.m. Oh, Dave said only half naked. A bikini is 95% naked.
This is
Good
true.
point.
Yeah,
Good
nowadays
point.
that's for sure. Yeah.
Well, here's the story. The 21-year-old Iowan is behind bars after police say they found her naked from the waist down.
That was the bottom half.
Oh,
Y'all were wrong.
no, I wasn't. My reasoning was wrong.
No, I mean in terms of the top or the bottom, but yes.
Oh.
And congratulations, Lady Mist. Okay. I was actually surprised by that. That's why the smoking gun, you got to wait because it gets better. Cops were dispatched around 4:25 a.m. Monday upon getting a report about a nude female lighting American flags on fire in Bussy, a city about 60 miles from Des Moines. When officers located the suspect, she had an American flag tied around her head and was not wearing pants or underwear.
Yes, Fallout Dave. That is so true.
What beavers? Where's Max Redstone with that one? All right.
Would have been more impressive if she set that on fire.
Well, after prescribed burning, I guess is a prescribed burning then. Yeah, lazy Iowans, crazy Iowans. Yes. All right. After reportedly giving officers a false name, the woman allegedly resisted arrest and kicked 2 cops. It was learned that the flags were taken and damaged belonged to the city of Bussy, an investigator reported. She was found in possession of a bag containing drug paraphernalia.
Really?
Shocker again.
Yes, Dave, thanks for releasing the Beaver Army for Max. You got to tell him later he missed the thing. Of course, I thought Tennessee when they said she lives in Knoxville, but it's a city outside of Bussy, Iowa, locked up on $4,000 bond. She was arraigned on charges including arson, assault, indecent exposure, theft, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I cannot English. Additionally, a criminal complaint filed today charges her with desecration of a flag. So she had was on probation for 2023 marijuana possession, 2022 convicted of driving under the influence. So
get out. No way. Really?
No way. No way. So how'd that one strike you, Mrs.?
I won. I got it right. So I'm not complaining.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to do some good old Southern hospitality now because you guys insist on it. But we're going to go with the classic ones. Yeah, sounds like a nice girl. Yeah, like that Hooters waitress in Florida. All right. All right. Your headline for story number 2. Man arrested for lap dance heist. Man arrested for lap dance heist. Strip club stiffed for gyration ministrations. The strip club stiffed him for gyration ministrations. I already got a thumbs up. Florida's already out the thing. Oh, the Hooters girls marriage material by comparison. I'm like we already got the thumbs up from Lady Miss for you. Okay, all right, here we go. All right. Simply Steve has already said his answer. So, all right. Florida, Georgia, and Alabama are the choices.
Oh.
Florida, Georgia, and Alabama are the choices. I was trying to remember if I read everything, the order, and I was starting to read the states. So I'm trying to do the states after I do the headline properly. But yes, Wes, you go first on this one. Florida, Georgia, Alabama.
Georgia.
Any particular reason why?
Yeah, they are Georgia, specifically the northern section around good old Atlanta, are nothing but well, let's just say trouble. So.
Okay, trouble in Atlanta. There's beer in Texarkana. I'm going to smoke you the Bennett. Okay, Mrs. What about you? Florida, Georgia, Alabama. Man arrested for lap dance heist.
I am going to say was Alabama one?
Alabama was choice. Florida, Georgia,
I'm
Alabama.
I'm going to think Alabama.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
Alabama. Should say it.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. I just think it would be.
We're talking Bama here.
Bama, Alabama. Mrs. goes Bama. West goes Georgia. Fallout Dave says, yeah, Florida, but I think he was giving, not taking. Lemon Pie said Georgia. All right. Lady Miss says Florida. Simply Steve said, then again, sounds like Southern Belle in Atlanta. So what would she have left to steal? I don't know. Maybe you're talking about the previous story. So, folks, get your answers in real quick because we will get this answer. Man arrested for lap dance heist. Strip club stiff for gyration ministrations. Did this happen in Florida, Georgia, or Alabama? Connie said Florida. All right. Got another Florida. So we will go. All right. Get your answers in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Here we go. Florida man.
Oh.
Both wrong. Florida man arrested for lap dance heist. Cops say strip club
I
stiff.
almost said Florida.
Strip club stiff for gyration administration. Steve said it without even having Lady Mist. I mean, his thumbs up, and Simply Steve is Florida before we even gave it. So, but yes, great job. Yes, Fallout Dave. Beavers. Yeah, Fallout Dave has a new job. All right, here's the story. A man has been arrested for a lap dance heist, police report. According to the criminal complaint, he unlawfully obtained, quote, the property of another, to wit, lap dances of the value of $160, end quote. Dave is really shocked. Florida cops charged that the lap dances were, quote, the property of Rain Ladies and Gents, end quote. A Clearwater establishment. See, I wish Snorta Poopas was here.
Clearwater. Good luck.
Yes. Establishment that promises visitors, quote, okay, the establishment, okay, the Rain Ladies and Gents. It promises visitors, quote, an atmosphere of opulence and grandeur.
I guess he didn't think it was too
Opulence
grand.
and grandeur, huh?
Maybe he was with that. An atmosphere of opulence and grandeur, and where, quote, every corner of our venue radiates an air of exclusivity, end quote. That's some high fine fluting stuff for strip clubs in Florida, isn't it?
It's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Clearwater.
well, here's more of the story. He allegedly received several lap dances around 1:30 a.m., but when presented with the tab, he notified the business that he did not have the funds to pay for the gyration ministrations.
Don't they take the money first?
See, this is not even the story I was going to come up with that I had earlier, but this is similar to it. Why wouldn't you think so? Take the credit card.
Yeah.
He received several lap dances around 1:30 a.m., but when presented with the tab, hey, you can run up a tab for lap dances, not just drinking.
Wow.
He notified the business that he did not have the funds to pay for them. He received $160 worth of services. Who noted that the accused, displayed an indication of alcohol influence. So he was charged with misdemeanor theft, spent 12 hours in jail before he was released on recognizance, and ordered him to stay away from Rain's opulence and exclusivity.
Was he ordered to pay restitution? Because if he wasn't ordered to pay that, 12 hours in the clink is not a bad idea. To get free lap dance, I suppose.
You would think this damn business would have learned its lesson, because guess what? There's more to the story.
It always gets better.
In November, a Pennsylvania man was similarly charged for stiffing a rain service provider for $40.
Stiffing. Sorry.
Stiffing. That's what the story says. Stiffing.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. So let me buy this club ran the honor system. Yeah, twice. Twice at least. Simply Steve says opulence. Since when does someone exclude elegance? They excuse something else. All right. Oh God, that's 160 for 3. That's what I was thinking. That didn't seem too bad of a price. So Dave said that misses that joke is required by law.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more story, and then we're gonna wrap the show up tonight. It's an early day for Mrs. And thank you for hanging on with us, Mrs. So we got 10 people still here with us. Thank y'all for hanging out. Play this last round with us, even if you're lurking. All right, so of course now I always have to go to the quiet thing, even when Lisa's not here. I still do it because it's a habit now. Or Mrs. has to type on the typewriter. So, all right.
I'm busy doing something else. Sorry, I can't.
It's okay. All right. Are we ready? Here's where we go. All right. They need stiffer customer payment procedures. Yeah. They need to be really hard on that. I love it. We already got answers for Florida. Not just Florida. We got from Dave. We got Ohio from Simply Steve.
Yeah. Ohio, the Florida of the North.
Okay, here's your story. Connie's laughing. Here's your story. Man gets stuck in chimney while trying to get his dog out of a locked building.
Say that again.
Man gets stuck in chimney while trying to get his dog out of a locked building. Did this happen in New Jersey, New York, or Connecticut? Man gets stuck in chimney while trying to get his dog out of a locked building. Mrs., you are first.
Say them again.
The states or the story?
The states.
New Jersey, New York, Connecticut.
New Jersey.
Any particular reason why?
Because it's dumb.
Okay. All right. West, how about you?
I always, I love to answer New Jersey, but this is, and they're a-holes in Jersey. This is not a-hole story. This is a stupid story. This is Connecticut. These are morons out of Connecticut. Absolutely. I mean, you know what? When they say the tri-state area, New York and New Jersey, we're embarrassed that they include Connecticut with us.
At least it don't include Philly, but dang, man. All right. Well, our friend Marty with a C. I have to talk to him about his Connecticut, though, then at some point. All right. So we got a Mrs. said New Jersey. You said Connecticut. All right. Let's see what the chat says. Let's see. Fallout Dave said Joyzy.
I can't say what we call Connecticut.
Simply said Joyzy. Said it Fallout Dave unless he changed his answer. Of course, Steve said Ohio before Dave said Florida at first. Let's see. Connie says Connecticut. Lemon Pie says Connecticut also. Steve now says Connect, I cut. I like that. Well, Connecticut is pretty much just a city. Yeah, it's a pretty dang small state. Just a little bit larger than Rhode Island. Lady Mist is coming in with the big New Jersey. And yours a wonderful state. We also refer to Wes Cagle around here as the Clown Prince of New Jersey.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I'm not calling you Fresh Prince of New Jersey. Jeez, that guy's gone off the. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, nice, West. I think people could imagine that.
Yeah. I cannot put that.
I know. I agree. You never know with the YouTube gods and stuff. But all right, you ready, Mrs.?
Sure.
All right. Here's your headline again. Man gets stuck in chimney while trying to get his dog out of a locked building. Firefighters had to rescue a man who got stuck in the chimney of a Connecticut Parks building.
Oh.
This is not Smoking Gun, though, either. It gets better. Bristol, Connecticut. Firefighters had to rescue a man who got stuck in the chimney of a Connecticut Parks building while trying to retrieve his dog from a bathroom when the doors automatically locked for the night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
I got a question. Why was the dog in the bathroom?
Hanging out, man.
What? Why the hell take your damn dog in the bathroom? Lock him.
Exactly.
If you got him on leash him outside.
And why were you on the outside while the dog was still in the bathroom? So many questions.
Maybe the dog just was trained to use the crapper and wasn't ready. So, why was there? Well, inquiring must not like to know. Let's see. All right, dog is smart and use toilets.
Well, he's smarter than most Connecticut folks. Then.
All right, here we go. Police were called Sunday morning to Rockwell Park in Bristol for a burglary complaint. A burglary complaint, and were told by Parks employees that someone was in the chimney. Firefighters responded to the scene and got the man out after having to remove parts of the chimney and building, causing $5,000 to $10,000 worth of damage, police said.
Ooh.
The Bristol man, who was not injured, was arrested and charged with burglary, trespassing, and criminal mischief. Released on bond, ordered to appear on court on July 7th. Hey, happy birthday, Jess. Yes. A message-seeking comment was sent to an email address listed in public records for the man. Phone numbers listed for him were not in service. Online court records did not list a lawyer for him. All right, here we go. The man got stuck near the flue of the chimney. Which part is that? Is that the top or the bottom?
That's the little at the bottom. That's a little flap that you can close, to I guess shut off the entire what is that part of the column, the rest of the column off from the bottom. Yeah. Right.
Oh, I guess you got to have heated bathrooms up there since it's so cold. So why don't y'all just use central heat and air anyway? But that's a different thing. He got stuck near the flue of the chimney of Mrs. Rockwell's pavilion, a building named after a beneficiary of the park. Here we go. Locks on the doors to the bathrooms are on new timers and automatically lock at 10 p.m. every night. It's not clear how the dog got stuck in the bathroom or how long the man was in the chimney. The doors can be opened from inside after they're locked for the night. The dog was unharmed, police said. The police spokesman said it is a bit of a crazy scenario. Our park staff is working with the police department and fire department to make sure that doesn't happen again. If he had just contacted police in the first place, we might have been able to avoid the situation.
See, that's what I was thinking. That's the first thing I was thinking. If you find yourself in that situation, your dog's stuck in the inside, why don't you call somebody first? What is wrong with you? You've done nothing unless you were doing something wrong. I don't know. Maybe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what they said there. Go ahead, Mrs.
I'm agreeing.
Mm-hmm.
I would have called the police.
Sounds kind of like Simply Steve at first, but the doors auto locked on him. So how he didn't burglarize anything. Well, I think, the thing is you're trying to enter a building that's been locked. So
yeah,
for whatever reason, but that was hilarious. So
God.
That's too funny. But well, folks, that's our show for the night. Mrs. has got to get up in the morning. Like I said, some channel realignments coming up. Never know. We'll go live sometimes late at night, randomly, probably at times. But for the near future over the summer, we'll go try to get sports going on Tuesday nights and some things on Thursday. But of course, Wednesday nights at 8, I'll be live with West. Two of us will hang out, chat a bit. So hope to make plans later in July 16th. And just thank you for your support for the missus, for me. So much going on with mom, with other stuff, with both of our families and moms and health and stuff like that, and a lot of commitments needed. Mrs., I want to personally publicly thank you for all you're doing for my mom, especially.
You're welcome.
And I know that your mom, I can't wait for you to get to see her too. But why don't you tell everybody about what you got going on in the meantime?
Tomorrow I'm not doing any scheduled shows, but Friday I have my morning musings, and at 1:00 we have some making some Christmas ornaments. They're cute little kitty cats. Midnight we're watching the Gary Sinise movie Imposter. The Imposter. Our Saturday morning cartoons. Can you finish the poll so I can know what our final?
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm going to close the poll, but go ahead and say your
I
speech.
need to know before I can answer.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's an easy answer. It's going to be Jackie Chan Adventures with
Okay,
80
so
with 58%.
Saturday morning, our cartoons are going to be the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, Animaniacs, Jackie Chan Mysteries, and Gargoyles. So those are going to be our Saturday morning lineup, and the show now starts at 11 a.m. It just gives me a chance to sleep a little bit in, and you know, so 11 o'clock on Saturdays is when those will be. Sundays, I'm going to still be watching The Pretender. We're almost done with that series. Mondays, Batman, I think this week and then next week. And then we'll be starting Superman, the animated series. So that's kind of where we're at. And then next week, I got to talk with you to see what we're doing for the rest of the week because you're off. And then I'm going to be,
we're going to be with your mom.
So I'm going to be figuring out the shows that I'm going to do and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe we do some collab streams if she's just like, we'll see what we got options. Yeah, I got I got a couple added free days off next week, and it's like, holy crap, what do I do with myself now? So, oh, by the way, Steve asked, did you finally find the Animaniacs?
I have them, but I had them all on disc, but then they disappeared.
Yeah,
so yes, I do have them where I can play the shows that I listed. I actually can't. They're online, so I do.
Yeah, and do not bring up Animaniacs 2020 that we talked about that earlier too. Yeah. So,
and I finished my show for Friday.
Yay! All right, go subscribe there, get your notifications there when she goes live. Like I said, follow me on Twitter, DadmanWalking55, and get your notifications here and also on the Twitch side. West, what are you up to these days?
Trying not to throw my laptop out the window.
I'm about up to 5'7". Sorry, I don't know how tall you are. I'm just guessing.
That's exactly how tall I am. 5'7".
Oh. Okay.
Now there you go. Wow, you might. Wow, we're about the same height. That's crazy.
5'7", 150. So there you go.
No, I got to lose a little bit of weight to catch up with that. So, as Lady Miss says, everybody take care. Hope you have a great night, and we will see you definitely again, Steve, and everybody else. But thank y'all for being here. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the Miss and Me on the way out the door, and we will see you next time. Probably with me, it'll be some random Fortnite, maybe at some time tomorrow night, or who knows. Everybody have a great night. You too, buddy. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, y'all.